Hello there. My name is Jaiye Bynoe. You on the Jayman Show, which is on WBCA 102.9 FM, Boston's local community radio station. My guest today is Valerie Stephens, a wonderful poet, performing arts activist, and one of us, an actress. Hi, Val. Welcome to the show today. Good to see you. Did I say it correctly? Did I say it correctly? Okay.
Valerie Stephens?
Yeah. Okay. So make sure I say it correctly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get used to it after a while.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Well, they can come on the show today. It's an honor to have you on my show. And okay. So I guess I'll start by asking, what made you want to become an actress and a performing arts activist?
I would have to say I was forced on stage.
Oh.
I was forced on stage. I was introduced to theater at my freshman year in college, my first semester freshman year.
Okay.
Prior to that, I was extremely shy about getting on stage. I would get, sort of physically sick, but I had a wonderful professor at UMass Amherst, Dr. Esther Terry.
Okay.
And she was teaching a class, Intro to Black Drama. This was the beginnings of the Black Studies Department at UMass Amherst. I go back. And I signed up for the course because a friend I had met like 5 days before, she signed up for it. And I said, okay, I'll do it. And we were told we were getting ready to do a play in 6 weeks, an original Black play. And she demanded that I be one of the performers. She would not allow me to say no. And I was hooked. And I stayed with it. And later on, I was working as a 9-to-5. I was an administrator for Cambridge Housing Authority and got an opportunity to tour nationally as an actor, a lead actor. And I quit my 9-to-5 and went on the road.
Wow.
I just stayed with it. I was on the road with Underground Railway Theater, which is out of Cambridge. I was on the road with them for 8 years. And then other things started, and, storytelling, and then vocals and spoken word. And so here I am now, 36 years later.
Wow.
Full-time performer.
Wow. And you're a wonderful performer too. I heard some of your poetry today that you sent me. I was like, wow, I like how you said about COVID and I was touched about your future thing you said about funeral getting old. I was like, wow, this is a serious. Wow. What inspired you to write that poem? That's so inspiring.
Well, they approached me to do this program, and the topic was silver lining.
Okay.
And I said, I am my own silver lining. And they said, would you be interested in coming on and speaking to that? And so I created that piece for them. And it's the second time. I don't tend to do storytelling about myself, but I'm getting more and more requests to do that. And that was the second piece that I did storytelling from our personal standpoint. The first one was at the Isabella Gardner Museum, and that was called Storytelling from the Soul. So what I said on that piece for WGBH was absolutely true.
Yes.
I followed the timeline of the transition I went through as a performer who could no longer perform on live stage during the pandemic, and the changes that reflected what I was going through and other folks were going through. When that aired, I got a couple of calls from different friends who were also actors in different parts of the country. They saw it and they could relate to it.
Oh, I see.
But that's true. Exactly what I said, and that's exactly what happened and what I felt, the transition I felt, and the fear that I felt.
I totally understand how you would feel because that reminded me of my mother passed. I was like, wow. I was like, wow, I understand the fear, the transition to heaven, and I makes you think about, what lies ahead. So, and yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So,
Mhm.
I, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, well, I'm slowly coming out of it.
Okay.
You know, as I redefine myself, I think that all of us have had to go through some kind of redefining moment of who we are
Yes.
before COVID-19 and what I'm now calling phase 5 of the pandemic. Because
Yes.
another phase just started.
Hmm.
So, okay, here we are. What can we do? What can I do? Who am I now?
Yes. I definitely agree. So how did COVID-19 affect you? I mean,
Pretty much that's it. See, it's hard for me to look at just COVID and not look at what happened
yeah,
racially at the same time because
yeah.
it was a triple header.
Hmm.
And I still can remember at one point after hearing about George Floyd and seeing that film that I
Yeah.
had no words.
Hmm.
A friend wrote me, a white friend wrote me to see how I was, and I couldn't respond because I had no words.
Hmm.
COVID, I think, stripped me because it comes with fear. It took away the thing I love. It took away the passion I had and stripped me raw.
Yes.
Racism stabbed me.
Oh, yes. Hmm.
And people tend to forget about what was going on at that time with regard to race and race relations in this country.
Hmm.
But it was extremely emotional.
Hmm.
And I had no outlet. That was the other thing. I mean, I write, but it's not my fun thing to do. I'm a performer.
Hmm.
And I couldn't perform. And yeah. So I'm still, like I said, I'm going through phase 5 of the pandemic.
Hmm.
The unknowing. Oh, I got to make plans to get a booster shot, and how's that going to work, and make sure I have a mask on when I go out. And I'll have my mask before I have my phone or keys. I remember to put my mask on because that's a part of who I am. And since I have to do it now, it might as well be fashionable. So make sure I have a lot of different types of masks to hide myself, and eyes are done. I can go on and just drop it like that. Because that's who I am. I can go through a whole thing just like that, talking like that. Yeah. So my audience tends to be a younger audience because I can do that.
I see. Yes, because going back, I understand what you said about racism, how it stabbed you in the heart, because it's really terrible, and I know what it's like to be in that situation, racism, prejudice. How did it affect you? How did racism affect you growing up? Was it hard for you dealing with racism growing up to make it a little bit more on that?
Okay. One, I'm a Bostonian.
Mm-hmm.
I'm unabashedly proud Black Bostonian.
Mm-hmm.
So my sense of racism was different.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say at that time there was a subtlety in racism here. It got more blatant in the 70s with the busing situation and all of that. But growing up, I lived in the South End. For those who know what the South End was, South End, part of Boston, was poor, but very multiracial, which helped me later when I went to college, because I was used to being around people of different races and colors. It was a part of where I lived. Now, of course, there are like little, microaggressions, of course. The other parts of it, there were no images of Black girls or boys in the books that I had. None. They didn't exist. And if there were any images in anything I read as a child, it was of some form of pickaninny, out of the South's vision.
Yes.
And that was it. So I'd say it goes along those lines. I mean, I was very fortunate to go to college when I did, because that's really where my sense of history really started,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Yes.
I loved history as a child. I felt like I was always looking for myself. From grade 5 on, I was an avid reader.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just trying to find me, but getting into college, you know, before college, music, I found me. I love the Funkadelics. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I found myself in Funkadelics.
Oh.
But in terms of history, I found myself in college studying with the first grade professors of the Afro M department at UMass Amherst. I can say UMass Amherst changed my life.
Mm-hmm. I see. Okay. I
So that was me as a, and I'm in Boston, I went to Catholic school and had to deal with the old nuns and yeah.
Okay. I see. So what was like going to Catholic school? Were the nuns nice to you? Did they use rules back in?
Nuns are people too.
Okay.
Let's put it like that.
Okay.
Nuns, they were nice nuns. I think, and I'm creating a piece about my life. I've been asked to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And so snippets are coming up. And there was a principal that we had, and there's some women I'm still in contact with who went to Catholic school with me.
Mm-hmm.
But there was a principal that I had, Sister DePazzi. And I remember one day we were late. My family was very poor. Mm-hmm. And she stopped me and said, "Why are you late?" And I said, "I had to wait for my mother to get the money so that she could buy lunch." And I will never forget this. She said to me, "Well, you know there are places for people like you."
Mm-hmm.
And I think that is the most blatant thing I've ever heard. And I think even to this day, because I was a child, being very truthful and saying I did not have the food to come to school yet.
Mm-hmm.
My mother had to get the food, and she dismissed me like that.
Oh.
So yeah, that is going to be in my one woman show, definitely.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
There've been other women, you know, nuns and priests who were great people,
Mm-hmm.
a part of the family. So yeah, they're people too.
Okay.
It's taken me a long time to reach that point to say that.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. So what projects are you working on right now? Any coming out soon that we can look forward to?
You know what? I'm trying to figure out where I'm going now.
Mm-hmm.
When you take almost a year and a half off,
Mm-hmm.
I can't say it's getting your footing. It's creating a new path.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's where I'm at, creating a new path for myself. I've gotten requests to perform,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because I have my own band. I'm a storyteller. I've been asked to write. I have options.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think what I'm going to do now is put together a team.
Mm-hmm.
Consistently, it's always been me.
Mm-hmm. And
now I've decided at this stage of the game, in order to do what I want to do, I will have to have a team.
Mm-hmm.
The two projects I want to do, and I just talked to somebody, I was just interviewed by a woman from Boston Medical Center. I'm a diabetic,
Mm-hmm.
And I've lost 5 members of my family to diabetes.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. And so I want to put together, and I'm pulling the team together too. I'm excited about this. I got doctors and, you know, and professionals interested in this. I want to put together an event for people of color and diabetes.
Okay.
Because how we move through life and what we eat and our joys, it's cultural.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yes.
Yeah. And we do have control, but we do need to have more information. Mm-hmm. And I'm finding that those who are doing workshops on diabetes are not dealing culturally. At least I haven't found an example of that.
Mm-hmm.
So I have my pharmacist from the hospital who's into it.
Mm-hmm.
My primary care doctor's into it. I have a friend who used to tour and give lectures on diabetes. He's into it. So I have somebody, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. And I'm going to dedicate it to my 3 brothers because I lost all 3 of my brothers to diabetes. my three brothers, my mother, and my grandmother.
Okay.
And I'm a diabetic.
Hmm. Well, this sounds like a wonderful play. I cannot wait to see it. I'm definitely support you. Yeah.
And a piece about myself.
Okay. This sounds.
So those are the two things. And putting together new music, as I said, because people have been asking me if I'm interested in booking, and I specialize in Nina Simone's music.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I've recorded over BNN.
Yeah.
Concert over there.
Wow.
And so I've been asked about a show with her music. I have one called Nina Simone and Hip Hop. So I have poets, I do spoken word, I spit.
Okay.
I have options. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
Where do you want to go? Because it's up to me.
Yes.
I have control.
You sure do. Now, what kind of music do you like to perform and talk about? What kind of music inspires you?
Okay. I like almost all music. I'm not too much on a country thing. Although I see where it's coming. I see the fusion happening. The music that I love the blues. I worked for the House of Blues. I wrote the history of blues for the House of Blues. I love jazz, R&B. I'm learning hip hop. I needed a translator, and I'm getting more into it. And then it comes to instruments. You know, I love music that makes me move. Music to me is very emotional. And there's a message. This music that I like to sing, well, of course, Nina Simone's music. But then I like jazz.
Yes.
Jazz and blues. To me, they sort of fit. Other folks don't see them as fitting together, but I see it. And I enjoy that.
Okay. Yeah.
Anything from, Ma Rainey, and on. I also love Gil Scott-Heron. I tend to move towards music with a message.
Okay.
That sounds so trite, but it's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Well, that sounds good, because I actually have a friend who would love to meet you, Donald Poole. He's one of our record books. He would love to meet you. And have you listened to some of the stuff? Yeah, he does jazz, and he's a big fan of yours. So. So he would love. He actually want to come on, but he had to work. But he'd love to talk to you, because he's definitely inspired by you. So we can.
Oh, thank you. When you're in the business, I never know who knows me, and I'm always feeling that nobody knows me, and I got to get out there. Yes. I don't think about that. It's always who's going to come. I never know. People say, we've seen your work, and really, you like it?
Yeah, he loves you, so he wants to meet you, definitely.
Oh, okay. All right, that'll work.
Okay, thank you. And so I guess my next question is, what advice can you give performers that want to be the next Valerie Stephens, or want to be in this business? What advice can you give them?
One of the things I've done, I've taught classes. I've taught performance classes to ages 4 to 85. Okay. And for a long time, I was the director of the Strand Team Players. I worked for what was called the Wang. I don't know what it's called now, but they had a lot of young people. One of the things I say, and if I'm doing a one-on-one session, is I say, develop other skills. So if you can't do this, or you're waiting for this, you can still pay your rent. Yeah. I also tell them this: if you have to get out there, and this is a hustle, I am a hustler of the arts. You've got to figure out how to hustle until you get that great part. Yes. Learn your art, the technical aspects of your art. Learn the business of your art, and get a skill to make money if you can't do your art right away. Yes. Okay. I find folks who are technically astute but have no sense of how to go about the business. I call it now the business of show.
Okay.
And figure out what you can do if you can't make money. When I left, oh, I can't believe I'm telling you this. When I left my 9 to 5 and I was mid-management going on the road, I realized I had no skills to make money. And I became a cocktail waitress.
Oh.
You know, until I figured out, oh, wait a minute, I can do this too, and I can do that too. But I realized very, very quickly as an administrator, I knew how to delegate. I knew how to delegate, but I didn't know how to go out there and do, you know. And I ended up being a cocktail waitress at Wally's.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the owner, Eleanor, and one of the other waitresses, Diane, they taught me how to be a cocktail waitress.
Huh.
I called it doing a song and a dance for a quarter. But it helped. It helped. You do what you got to do, but if you have other skills, use those. If you can teach, teach.
Yes.
Learn the business of the show.
I definitely.
That's what I say.
Well, I definitely agree with, because I definitely think that's very true. You should always learn the business, get an education, or maybe go to college like I did, because that will definitely help you as well. You know, would you agree? I think
business right? is hard.
Yes.
It's you have got to have passion. Because yeah, it's hard. I will say this. When I was in 9 to 5, there were times and I would go into a job and I'd be there for 3 to 4 years and leave because I was bored. I've been full-time now performer. I have never been bored. I might have been angry, worried, frustrated, but never bored because I'm limited by my own imagination. And that's basically what it is.
Yes, I definitely agree. So what do you like to? So what do you like to travel to? I mean, what places have you performed at?
Oh.
Africa.
When I was touring with Underground Railway Theater, in those 8 years, I did 35 states and 200 cities.
Oh wow!
I've been in throughout on, you know, social. I've been throughout the Caribbean. I have been to Cancun, which is a whole nother story. I've performed in Germany. I've been to 2 countries in West Africa, Senegal and Ghana. I want to go back to Ghana. I had planned to go back to Ghana in 2020.
Yes.
But we know what happened with that.
Yeah, you do.
But that was my plan. And even in what in the piece I talked about, I was ready. You know, I'd worked very hard that year and I was ready. I had the money to go to Ghana. And so that's one of the things I want to do. I want to go back to Ghana. Germany was nice. At this stage of the game, I don't really want to do that level of exploring anymore. I've seen pretty much what I want to see. I could go to Brazil. You know, I've done Europe through Germany. Germany was cool. I performed there. I really like Germany. I want to go to a place where I really liked, and I really like Ghana. Yeah. I could definitely live there at least through the winter here.
Yeah, me too.
3 months in Ghana.
Yeah.
Yeah, easy. Beaches are beautiful. People are cool. Yeah.
I definitely agree because I want to go to Florida right now, or somebody's Florida right now because it's cold out there. So
Anything cold? Where are you from?
I was born in Boston, and
come on, man, you a New Englander.
I know, I that's true. But my mother and I moved to Florida 6 years ago, but then she passed away, so I had to come back here. But I mean, we won't really offend the snow, so.
I know. Yeah. I know. I just just get ready. You know what the deal is. As soon as it gets cold, start putting the summer clothes away, break out the winters, start freezing food, dig the boots out, and pray for no snow.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't care how cold it gets. Don't snow.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, snow is beautiful, and then it's just a wet mess.
Yes, it is. You know, it's no
So I
fun.
hear you, but it don't last too long.
I guess that's true. That's true. You know, yeah.
I wouldn't move north. Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
Canada. Oh no. No.
I hear you. I don't think I definitely understand. I feel you. Yeah.
This is all right.
Yeah, this is great. Yeah. So so where do you see yourself years from now, like 10 years down the line?
Okay. I find that so interesting, even though I'm not going to give you my number.
That's okay.
Yeah, no, you ain't getting that. I've decided after hanging out with some friends last night, that's it. Stop whining about the number. But it is a higher number.
Mm-hmm.
So one, I just want to be here.
Mm-hmm.
I think probably in 10 years or so, I'll be doing more teaching.
Okay.
Because that's the way I'm going, and people are asking me to start classes.
Mm-hmm.
And dealing with storytelling and theater arts, improvisational theater, things like that. Theater, I am not a film person.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. I'm not a TV person. I never really wanted that.
Mm-hmm.
I like the direct connection with an audience.
Mm-hmm.
I love that communication, that conversation. And there is a conversation with an audience, whether they're going to be saying something to you or
Mm-hmm.
you have to pay attention. You have to get their vibe and understand whether they're getting you.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing that is more satisfying when you can hear you're working on stage
Mm-hmm.
and for a minute there is perfect silence.
Yes.
Because they're listening. They're not thinking about anything else. They're not moving around. They're hanging on what you're saying.
Yes.
And it's a different sound. But when you get it, you can appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I got you.
Yes.
So you teach some of that.
Okay. Well, you definitely deserve any earn it. So you definitely have, you did. So.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Try and do more for the community. I mean, it's been a good community to me, and I guess there are people that appreciate what I do.
Yes.
Yeah, I've gotten really nice certificates of gratitude from 3 cities.
Wow, that's wonderful.
Yeah, I have an NAACP Image Award.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you did.
And a music award.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's cool.
That's
but
good.
I can't cook them. I can't eat them. So back to the business of show.
I hear you. I definitely understand. Do you plan to do any more movies or TV film? You're such a good actress. I mean, I love to see.
Thank you.
I love to see it.
Thank you. I don't even look for those roles.
Oh.
I don't audition. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
It's not me.
Oh.
It really isn't me. I mean, I know the money's decent, and I know a number of folks who are film actors, but the good roles are few and far between.
Mm-hmm.
In order to maintain myself in this business, I've had to learn to go out and create it myself.
Yes.
And producing my own shows, take that additional risk, write my own shows.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I did a play, oh my goodness. Last time I did a play was about 4 years ago, and they came and asked me, and ultimately I did it, for all the right reasons. We negotiated it, and it went well. It was some of my best work. I think as a performer, theater is my favorite. It is.
Yes.
Theater is my favorite. Because it really does require total immersion. In order to create a character, a believable character, you have got to put yourself completely in.
Oh, yes, I definitely agree.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't think about audition. I get things every once in a while, but I'm like, it's not me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that was proven even more during this pandemic,
Yes.
and just being able to perform on Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was all right, but it was like, as I said in that piece, you know, I get dressed up. What am I making? Go sit in the living room and do the thing, and then it's over.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, where am I going to do that?
I
Okay,
understand.
go
Yeah.
change my clothes.
Mm-hmm. I definitely understand. Yes.
Yeah, like I didn't like it. I did it, and I will do it again. Believe me,
Mm-hmm.
if there's a job. But that was good.
Yes.
But
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I definitely. Yeah. 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 You were great. You were definitely one of the best.
thank you. You
That's
mean the
great.
piece you just saw?
Yeah. A piece of I just saw and some more work. Yeah. I was like,
Yeah.
because you, it's like you're so everything you say is so you sound so serious. Like you experienced, you know, you went through it. You know, I can tell, and just by reading your poetry, I can tell that that experience you know what you mean. You're saying, so I think it's believable. I
Thank
definitely.
you. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Being a performer is my passion,
Yes, and you're very good at it.
and
Awesome.
trying to pass it on. So
Yeah, yeah. I'm
yeah,
definitely inspired me as a performer myself. So that's inspired by you having
cool.
definitely.
You got it. 99% of the people who go into this business or love this work will not make a lot of money at it.
Mm-hmm.
It's that 1%. They'll make their money at it.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of us, there has to be another reason for doing it. It
Mm-hmm.
is a passion. It feeds your soul in some way.
Mm-hmm.
It also, for me, I feel it provides me with a voice. I can say things through art. I
Mm-hmm.
can respond to things. And I like being on the edge, you know.
Yes.
My Nina, no, my Mammy Diaries, one woman
Mm-hmm.
show about the history of mammies in this country, is is very edgy
Mm-hmm.
because I also put on blackface during it, so the
Mm-hmm.
audience will watch me transform um, into blackface, and
Yes.
it's emotional for the audience,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and
Yes.
it brings out a conversation I think that we need to have.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the stuff, that's what I think art is about. You know, having a conversation. I truly believe in Sankofa,
Mm-hmm.
bringing it forward, looking back and bringing it forward. So, through history and whatever else you got,
Mm-hmm.
basically, we're all we got
Yes, we are.
and we're all we need.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Absolutely. Have to sit together and help each other out, especially now. That's what we need.
We got it. We got the power, we've got the education, we've got the information. If you don't have the education, you got the information.
Mm-hmm.
We got the creativity, we got the survival skills.
Mm-hmm.
We got what we need.
Right.
So, as an artist, that's what I look at, you know, or what can I do? Like, remember I said there were no little Black girls in my books.
Mm-hmm.
So I created an event called Princess Day, celebrating little girls of color.
Mm-hmm.
And we just did its 9th year. And
Wow.
yeah, right here in the
Congratulations.
park, right where I live.
Congratulations.
And little girls come from all over New England.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Boston City Council gave me a certificate for doing that
Mm-hmm.
and continuing that. And I looked, I was like, it wasn't hard. Why hasn't anybody else done it? The little girls are happy,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
you know, or, you know, me wanting to do an event dedicating it to my 3 brothers.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I definitely understand.
Or putting on blackface or singing Nina Simone.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's pretty, I realized that a lot of the things that I like and what I do speak along those lines. and therefore enlightenment and education. And I'm cool with that. You know, my mom was a community organizer. I'm very cool with that.
Mhm.
That's what I have to give. That's what I got. And so we just keep on kicking.
Absolutely. That's definitely wonderful to hear. Do you want to read some of your poetry right now?
Oh, I didn't bring anything to read.
Okay. Okay.
I'm like, oh, shift to heavy performance.
I just thought I'd ask you because I'm sure you feel love to hear you perform some of your poetry for your viewers.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do that at another time.
Yes, okay.
Part 2, and then I'll be prepared. Yeah.
Okay, definitely. Okay.
Like, no, we're not going there.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
That wasn't one of the questions.
Okay. Okay. That's what. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So in your opinion, what do you think we could do to change the world to make the world better and more peaceful?
Whoa. Okay, that's almost as deep as read my own poetry. Okay. I'm coming to this, and it might sound simplistic, and I'm not sure, and I'm playing around with this, and I might write about this, but I really believe a lot of the disconnect that we have in this world is because of fear and insecurity.
Huh.
When you start to look at racism and, you know, the various battles among the various groups, it is about fear. You're going to take my stuff. You know, you think you're stronger than I am, so I'm going to show you, even if I hurt myself. That's fear and insecurity. And really looking at racism, I mean, it's systemic. You know, it's throughout all aspects of this country, but it's in other countries too. And it really comes down to that. Why do you, I mean, I can go with a line out of Nina Simone's Mississippi Goddamn, you don't have to live next to me, just give me my equality. You know, it's the truth. Redlining, political redlining, changing everything so you get the vote, so you have the power. You feel you need that power. That's insecurity to me. Yes. If you want to see somebody insecure, look at number 45, the most insecure person and fearful.
Yes, I agree.
Right. And yet he was the president. Oh,
yes,
Lord.
He was.
And he still looms in the back like this really bad storm cloud.
Yes, I agree.
It's still like, oh, is he coming back? Is he behind me? You know, so I think a lot of that comes from that. You know, I need to control you. If I don't control you, I won't have any power. Fear and insecurity.
Yeah.
So I apply that, you know. I don't know what could human. I don't know. I mean, we can go on about that. You know, human beings are. Thank God. For God, because we would definitely be up the creek without him.
Yes.
Yeah, there's got to be a God. Human beings creating this? Are you serious? There's got to be a higher power.
There has to be, yes. I definitely agree.
Because, oh man, this would have burned down a long time ago. You know, and we still, you know, we're sort of burning it up. Yeah,
we are. I definitely agree because the way the world is right now, it's like, you're right, it's scary, it's crazy. Because I was just the other day, I was outside and I saw, you know, people shooting up heroin, doing drugs, and even needles on the ground. It's like, if someone wants that, someone's get killed. It's crazy. I mean, this world is definitely crazy. I mean, makes you think, you know. So
yeah, I mean, in doing that, one of the things. My degree's in psychology. And I had a job working with women who were addicts. And I learned a very important lesson. People do that because they don't want to feel anything. They just want to out for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
Again, pain, fear, powerlessness,
Mm-hmm.
insecurity. And they just want to bow out. Now, you know, I mean, I can go through a whole thing and I don't find myself enough of an expert to come up with this, and this.
Mm-hmm.
But I do understand it. And the women that I worked with, I thanked them. And I told them that they helped me put a face on the nod.
Mm-hmm.
Actually see the person and not the action, which is a little different.
Yeah.
And I think you're absolutely right. But what you're saying is not new.
Mm-hmm.
It's not new. That's been plaguing us.
Yes.
We're plaguing society. You know.
Yes.
Yeah. Growing up.
Yeah.
In the city. And this is Boston.
Yeah.
You know, other cities have it a hell of a lot worse.
They do. They sure do. And I've been there. I've seen much more than I've seen here. So I definitely know what you mean. It's
I'm just getting tired of certain aspects of racism.
Yeah.
I've had enough. I've done decades of this.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, all right, we have to flip this page.
Yes.
Change the words.
Mm-hmm.
Do something. But I'm watching this movie. A friend of mine in New York told me about it. It was a movie that was done, within the last 10 years. It's called Destination Planet Negro.
Oh wow.
Brilliance. Brilliance. Believe me, that's one of the reasons I came in a little late. I was trying to get to the end of it.
Okay.
It is, I don't know if you ever saw the film, another indie film that came out in the 70s, late 70s, Brother from Another Planet.
Oh, no, I don't think I saw that. No.
Oh, find it.
Okay, I'll definitely find
the actor Joe Morton?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, I've heard of him.
Yeah. He is in it as a young man. He has the lead.
Okay.
Was it Papa Pope out of Scandal? He played Scandal's Papa Pope. I call him Papa Pope. Well, as a young actor, he played the lead in a brilliant piece. Sci-fi on the black side. And Destination Planet, Negro Planet is the same thing. It's really, really good. I was just gonna, and when I finish it, send it out and tell folks to check it out.
Okay.
You know, and it speaks to what was happening then, what is happening now, and they're the same things in a lot of ways.
I see. Yeah.
Different names, a lot more vocabulary.
Okay.
But the same stuff.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
We have different words.
Yes, we should.
Color as opposed to black people.
Yeah. Absolutely. So how can people support you? And what can we do to support you to make? You're definitely one of the best poets. I mean, the best people I
know. Check out my work.
Okay.
You know, I've been doing it so long. Yeah. I can't ask, in order to continue, I can't say, give me money.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do that. If you see a show, just come out and see what I'm doing. See where I am as I continue my own journey.
Yes.
And I'm definitely on a journey. And let me know if you like my work.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes my head's so far down in the work.
Oh.
I'm wondering, is anybody watching this? Why am I doing this?
Mm-hmm.
But that doesn't stop me from doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So come see me if you see my name. If you're on social media, holler at me. Holler at me.
Absolutely.
I'll be doing something. This is my job. This is my job. This is my passion.
Yeah. And you're wonderful at it. You're definitely wonderful at it. So how can people get in touch with you on social media?
Oh my goodness, you're gonna make me come up with those things. You can Well, you can always Google me, but all right, you'll make me have to look at these different handles. Okay.
Okay.
I am on Instagram and okay, sorry. That's an email that popped up.
Okay. Take your time, no problem.
Yeah. Well, in all of social media, my name is there.
Okay.
Valerie Stephens. And it'll pop up. My website is Valerie-Stephens. You can Google me and find out what's going on with me. And you can communicate through to me through all of those, or Instagram, Facebook, and my website, and Google.
Yeah.
Say, hey.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's how I found you. And this is yeah. Yeah. And this is an honor just to meet you and talk to you having on my show. And I was so inspired by your story, how you overcame your obstacles and made it as a performing artist, a poet. And I was definitely inspired by your email you sent me about the funeral and COVID. That really touched my heart. It makes you think.
Oh, the piece I did for GBA.
Yes, that was so inspiring to me. It made me think of my mother and everything.
My brother died during COVID too.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry to hear that, because we all need our mothers. And yesterday was my mother's sixth anniversary since she passed. So it was a sad day. But
going through stuff, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, and you're going to continue to go through stuff.
Oh yes. But I know we can get to with God's grace, right?
There's a reason for you being here.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there is, because God is not finished with me yet. So
right.
And
that's the way I feel.
Yeah.
There's a reason for me being here. And excuse me.
That's okay.
Yeah, I don't know who it was. Oh, okay, I see what it is, but they're going to be on wait.
Okay.
The contact between my computers and everything else. We have to decline that. Okay. Oh yeah, we just love the digital age.
Oh yeah, it's a new world. It's social media.
It is.
Yes, it is.
There you are. I got it.
All right, wonderful. Well, this is definitely a blessing just to meet you, and
thank you.
And to talk to you on the phone. It was a blessing to have you on my show, and like I said, you're always welcome anytime. We can talk. If you're working on anything new, I love to.
We'll see how this goes.
Yes.
As I said, I'm percolating on some stuff,
okay.
And it might just come down to an evening with Valerie Stephens.
Absolutely, and I'm all for that. Because everything. I'm definitely all for that.
Producer's head. Okay, where am I going to put it? How many people can I get into it? All of that.
Yeah.
And that's a part of the business of show.
Yes, it is. But it's definitely a wonderful part of business, because we get to meet you and see you live on stage and talk to you. So that's definitely the best part of show business, getting to meet these people and that you admire and look up to and respect. So I couldn't say it better myself.
Yeah, thank you. We're all transitioning.
Yes,
I shave my head. I love it.
Yeah,
yeah. But I don't care.
No, I do, because
I call it freedom.
Oh yeah, I hear you, because I get my head shaved too. So, and I love how my head shaved, because my hair gets.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah. You're right. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. This is my choice, and I'm so glad I got the confidence to do it, because I really except I got to buy hats. My head does get cold.
Okay. Yeah. Well, like I said, I mean, it's your choice. You're right, to do that. And if your whole choice isn't right, and I shave my hair all the time, so so I definitely understand. Yeah, I do.
So we'll see what's next.
Absolutely, I look forward to
you won't have to wait for long.
Okay.
You gotta get through the holidays.
Yeah, holidays.
The holidays. Nothing really happens during the holidays.
Yeah,
busts out in January and February.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what are your plans for the holidays? Christmas, New Year's, anything special planned?
I don't really perform. If I'm doing any performance, I celebrate Kwanzaa.
Okay.
And so I might go do storytelling. I got a couple of storytelling shows next week at a school.
Okay.
And I don't do Christmas carols. I've done them all my life.
Uh-huh.
Christmas carols.
Yes.
So I don't push Christmas songs because I'm tired of
Mhm.
Christmas carols.
I understand.
But storytelling, yeah, especially during Kwanzaa, I like doing that. It really feels a connection to the community
Yeah.
and the gathering for Kwanzaa, 7 days of Kwanzaa.
Mm-hmm.
And so I look forward to that. And frankly, it's 25 days away. Well,
Yeah.
26 for Kwanzaa, yeah.
Okay.
And, you know, I'm pretty quiet on New Year's. I don't hang.
Okay.
Crazy, too many crazy people out there on New Year's.
Yeah, that's just true, especially with COVID. I definitely understand, you know.
Before COVID, driving.
yeah, drunk drivers, I know. I understand, yes. Yeah.
I haven't done a gig on New Year's for about 5 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I just wait for January.
Yeah, I hear you.
We go, then Martin Luther King's birthday, we bust into Black History Month, you know, and it goes from there.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's true.
Yeah, we'll see. I might fall into Slade's and perform there. They've asked me to come down.
Well, Slade's okay. That's my spot. I love the chicken, so if you're there, please let me know.
Oh, stop!
Yes. If you're there, please let me know. I'll buy you a meal. Okay, I'll buy you chicken. We can talk. You know, hang out. It'd be great to see you. That's my.
I might be going down there. They have a jam. This jam session is back.
Okay.
On Tuesday nights.
Okay.
But those were my regulars.
Okay.
And Daryl's.
Okay, Daryl.
Doing the brunches there, and I just did my birthday.
Oh wow! Happy birthday!
Thank you.
Okay.
The 10th. I have a Scorpio leather and lace theme.
Okay.
And it's packed.
I see.
People come out, and Scorpios come out, and I perform. I have my trio. Musicians come in and sit in. Vocalists sit in. It's a good time.
Absolutely, I bet you know.
That was the 11th. Yeah.
Okay. Are you going to Slade's tomorrow to perform? Next Tuesday?
Tuesday, I probably will go down and maybe sit in.
Okay. Tomorrow, okay.
Jams. I had a professor at UMass Amherst, Dr. Horace Boyer, and he told me that I learned music the old-fashioned way.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't go to college for music. I went out there and sat in and, you know, learned from musicians. So sitting in has always been a good time for me.
Yes.
Do a tune, listen to other folks, hang out with musicians, you know, other artists, performing artists, and those who, you know, just love the work and have 9-to-5s.
Yep, I understand. Yeah.
Eat chicken wings.
Oh yeah, chicken wings. Yeah, the chicken is good. Yeah. Yeah, so if you're going to Slade's tomorrow, please come and I'll come meet you. You know, next Tuesday.
Okay.
Please give me a call. I'll definitely hook up. You know, just,
all right. I ain't got no problem with that. It's all good.
Okay, and I'll buy you. Like I said, your meals on me. Okay, your meals on me.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah, for this interview.
You.
Yep, it's meals on me.
So, all right. Right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. No, thank you. Because you did me a favor to come on my show, so I'm gonna do you a favor by take you out to dinner, okay? Because I definitely appreciate it.
That'll work. That'll work. I hope this is working out for you.
Let's go.
I mean, I'm a storyteller. I can talk. I'm a teller. Tellers talk.
I know, and it's great now because I'm learning from you, so it's great to learn from you.
Wow, it's a musician trying to get in touch with me.
Okay. Okay, well, do you have to go? I can let you go if you have to go.
No, I was wondering, we just talked a couple of days ago. Something must be up. But we can finish it. We're done. You know, it's like 9 o'clock.
This is a great interview, you know, and hopefully I can see you tomorrow. I want to be at the stage, you know, we can talk some more.
All right, I'll let you know.
Okay, well, God bless.
All right, I'll let you know tomorrow. I got some stuff to do, but I'll let you know. I'll drop you a text.
Okay, God bless you. It's a wonderful interview, and
my pleasure.
I appreciate it. So, thank you, guys. God bless you. Hope to see you soon. Okay.
All right.
God
Take
bless
care.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thanks.
Mhm.